Invasive species are one of the biggest issues facing our natural resources and the environment today. Think of things like Dutch elm disease, the spotted lanternfly, and cats. Perhaps the most dangerous of these is the Homo caput stercoris, commonly referred to as the front plater, an invasive species coming from New York, New Jersey, and anywhere else that has a license plate on the front of their car. The biggest threat from this pest is the spread of excrement. These savages cause harm to many native species and have even spawned an entirely new one, the Beltsville lake monster. Here at the DeWeather Institute for Climate Knowledge, we have a dedicated group of volunteers working tirelessly to clean up the mess. The team of emergency responders for dispersion and skimming, or the turds. But the job is just too big, and we can't do it without your help. So be a hero, be a turd.
It is right now exactly like we told you it would be when we told you it would be like it is today, yesterday. Got a headache? You understand what I said? That's right. Uh, it's cloudy. Clouds are increasing. There is a breeze that is also increasing. No precipitation quite yet in our region, but it's coming. Go get here between probably afternoon or very, very early afternoon. It'll start precipitating. And then as we get from about 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon till about midnight, we will see heavy rains, steady rains for our region. Then after midnight, we'll still see rain well into the morning Saturday. That's tomorrow, Palmerton. And then the risk of showers all day Saturday before we finally clear out Sunday morning and making way for an okay day Sunday. Temps right now are not going to get much warmer than they are right now. So we're 50-ish right now. We might get a few degrees warmer today, but I would not count on that. The good news is the temperature right now is probably our low temperature tonight. So whatever your temp is right now will be the coldest it gets tonight overnight because of the cloud and that air that's coming from the south. Tomorrow we get up to about 60. Sunday we get up to about 60, but we clear out so that we get our lows cooler down into the 40s. Next week we have a significant cool down coming. Remember what I've been telling you for the last couple of weeks now, that I think there's an opportunity that some of us are going to see snow the first and second week of November. And like I said, the precipitation will likely be there. The question is the temperatures and how far does that cold air come down from the north across our region. Well, I can definitely think some of us are going to have that. We'll have particularly overnight as we get into the 30s next week for overnight lows. Some of us are definitely going to have an opportunity for snow next week and the following week. How much and exactly where, I'm not sure, but some of you are absolutely going to see some snow next week for the first time this season. But today's big story, the breeze picks up, it becomes windy. It's going to be a steady wind. But as we get into the overnight tonight and start going into Saturday morning, that wind is going to very quickly diminish. So daylight hours today for sure will be breezy to windy and become very windy. But probably after midnight, we start diminishing in winds and will not be nearly as bad tomorrow. If you have plans to go to the coast, that's the Jersey Shore, Palmerton, or anywhere really on the eastern seaboard, I would cancel those plans if I can, or pack my Jim Cantori rain gear because it is going to be a monsoon. Do not park uh, anywhere but a second or third level of a parking garage. If you have one of those underground parking lots or parking garages at your hotel, don't park in them. There will be some pretty extensive coastal flooding, I think, today and tomorrow along the coast from the Carolinas north, especially the Jersey Shore and north into New England. As we get this very westerly flow as it comes off the ocean. We'll look at the radar real quick and you'll see what I'm talking about. There's a massive area of precipitation, and you'll see that it's doing its cyclonic motion, that counterclockwise motion. So typically, when we get a rain system, it comes from the west. This is not one of those situations. This is one of those exceptions where it comes from moving up from the south, but it's moving from east to west, the precipitation that is, as it spins counterclockwise. That is what we're going to see today, tonight, tomorrow, and then it moves up. There's also another opportunity down to the south, off the Carolina coast, off the very small Georgia coast, and off the Florida coast. There is another system there, just a little hiccup in the atmosphere, that I think has a really, really, really good opportunity to develop into another coastal storm. And anticipating that it will get its momentum and come up, it could very well gather with this and become another very strong nor'easter. Again, as we've been telling you for almost a month now, we're in that pattern. We have that pattern out to the Pacific Northwest, out in the Gulf of Alaska, and then we have the systems that just are training across the United States towards us. And we have that pattern on the East Coast where it's just going to be a very unstable atmosphere for the foreseeable future. So we'll see a lot of precipitation, a lot of periods of precipitation, and a lot of repeated opportunities for precipitation. The only thing we're missing right now is the cold air, but the cold air arrives next week. Particularly the overnights early next week as we get into November. The first week of November will be chilly, especially overnight. So yeah, I think we see what I've been calling for a week or two now. I think the first week of November, some of us are going to see our first snowflakes. As we get into the second week of November, I think more of us will see our first snowflakes of the year. Especially if we get this coastal system that develops and moves up, and that system that's now over the Pacific Northwest as it moves east. If it generates some winds, remember, when it's windy and it's cold, and it could precipitate. So if it's cold enough, obviously it'll be snow. Otherwise, little rain spritzes or rain showers. But the first week of November, second week of November are going to be very interesting, very interesting. And Christmas, again, Christmas. As we get through November and we look really far down, the pattern doesn't look like it's changing. So if we maintain this pattern into December, again, we get that whole angle of the sun thing, so temperatures become lower and cooler. And if that precipitation continues and persists, then we have an absolute opportunity for a white Christmas if you're one of those people that enjoys the white Christmas. But the rain is coming, heavier winds are coming. It's just going to be a mess. And remember, with the wind, the leaves are coming down, and with you combining the rain with those leaves, roads will be very slick. So just keep that in mind as you're driving about today, tonight, and tomorrow. Beyond that, I don't know. That's all I really have for you. I will tell you that Monday we're going to be announcing the Rambo family giving tree. This will be our third year helping Julie and Bennett do their family giving tree. If you're a fan of the weather, you know what it is. If you're new to the weather, Julie and Bennett, husband and wife, every year they pick a charity. And they put a tree amongst other Christmas trees in the square in Lehighton. And on Julie and Bennett's tree, they hang little tags of things that the charity needs or wants. This year's charity is going to be the Pediatric Cancer Foundation of the Lehigh Valley. They have a very modest list as far as items go. Nothing is particularly expensive at all. And everything goes to the kids, the siblings of the kids, and the parents of the kids who have cancer and are battling pediatric cancer. A lot of gift cards, $5 gift cards for like Five Below, $5 gift cards for Menchie's or Rita's, $25 gift cards for like Amazon or Walmart or Target. or even a Visa gift card for that matter. Gift cards for Hobby Lobby or Michael's so they can get craft supplies for the kids to do. And over the door, one of the more interesting items that I saw on their list was over the door basketball hoops. They had them one of those as a kid. You have a little styrofoam ball you'd put on top of your bedroom door or any door, and you throw the little styrofoam basketball through the hoop. I'm not sure exactly why they want those. I guess just for entertainment when the kids laying in bed or can't get out of bed. I used to love that thing, but they're looking for those. I didn't even know they still sold those. But those little over-the-door basketball hoops. We made a post yesterday on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook of the list. Monday we'll do a special What You Can Expect Live. We'll talk a lot more in depth about the Rambo Giving Tree and about the Pediatric Cancer Foundation of the Lehigh Valley. An absolutely noble cause. It sounds like a really big organization, the Pediatric Cancer Foundation of the Lehigh Valley. They do phenomenal work. They were one of our beneficiaries of the kickball tournament. I think it's 5 ladies. It's either 4 or 5 ladies that do everything. Michelle, the executive director, her child has or had cancer. She's a cancer mom. And they all have a connection to it. I met 3 of them, I think. I think it was 3 I met. Just lovely, lovely, lovely ladies doing really, really, really good work. So that is the charity that will benefit from Julie and Bennett Rambo's family, the Rambo family giving tree this year. The Pediatric Cancer Foundation of Lehigh Valley. They're on Facebook. They're on Instagram. I don't know if they're on Twitter, but just look them up. You can find them. They're linked in our post about the giving tree. You can just click on them and like them on Facebook, follow them on Instagram. And if you can support it, that would be phenomenal. Again, a really good organization. Monday, we're going to go into a lot more depth about them. We're going to do a little special on the Giving Tree and the Pediatric Cancer Foundation of the Lehigh Valley. January 8th, we are doing a cornhole tournament. January 8th, a cornhole tournament. It's going to be limited to 32 teams. The venue to be determined because we had a venue idea or a venue in. It's not big enough. So we need a venue. If someone from Schnecksville Fire Company is watching this and would like to reach out to us, we'd be interested in your hole if you can give us some information on that. Or if you have a fire hole big enough for a cornhole tournament, and when I say big enough, I just need room for the boards to be the proper distance apart and 4 boards wide, 4 courts, if you will. So yes. If you're interested in playing in the cornhole tournament, it's obviously teams of 2. Palmerton, that's you and someone else. 64 people, 32 teams. You can come as a team, or you can come as an individual, and we'll pair you with someone who also doesn't have any friends. Okay? And we'll have a lot more details on that coming up, too. Our big thing right now is the venue. We need the venue. Sponsors, yeah, we're looking for sponsors, too. And all the money will go to, well, stay tuned. We'll tell you where that money's going. Going to a very good cause as well. Excuse me. We'll have all the details. Maybe Monday will be Charity Monday. We'll talk about everything. We'll talk about the Rambo Family Giving Tree, and we'll talk about the Cornhole Tournament. January 8th. It's the second Saturday in January. Okay? All right, that's all I got. I love you all. Ladies, I love you a little bit more. No morning wood tomorrow because it's Saturday and kids don't go to school on Saturday. And know what you can expect live because when this is over, I'm going to go take a nap before I start a marathon all weekend tour at work. Yeah. Oh, hey, one other thing. Your trick-or-treat forecast. If you're one of those stupid places that trick-or-treats on any other night but Halloween, you're getting what you deserve. Fucking right. So if you're one of those municipalities that's going to trick-or-treat on Friday, the 29th, not the 31st, when Halloween actually is, fuck you, it's going to rain. Your kids can't go out on Halloween. And tomorrow, by the way, if you're one of those other stupid municipalities that decides to trick-or-treat on another day that isn't Halloween, fuck you too, because it's going to be showery and miserable. But if you're one of those places that does actually trick-or-treat on trick-or-treat, the day you're supposed to trick-or-treat, yeah, you're golden. Absolutely fucking golden. And along those lines, any time between December 21st and December 25th, you can just go ahead and celebrate Christmas using that logic. And fucking February, just go ahead and start celebrating Easter like 2, 3 months in advance. Because fucking dates don't matter. I love you all, ladies. I love you a little bit more. See you Monday.